Hello and welcome back to KunTechHub. This is the last week of the Mindset Reorientation program, and this week we are concentrating on introducing you to all the digital skills that we are going to teach in KunTechHub. So we take you through all the digital skills. We teach you what a particular skill is about, the advantages as well as the challenges. Every skill they have their different challenges, so that we weigh your strengths and weaknesses and make a right and desired choices. When you have all this information, you will make informed choices on the skill we learn. You will understand them, compare what they are about, compare with your personality. If your personality fits that particular skill, you go for it. So this is a very crucial moment in this mindset reorientation program. Right now we are starting with programming as number one. Then let's continue. Before we continue, let me remove this my ugly face here, so that we concentrate on the screen as we proceed. Okay, let's go. The programming is the number one we have here, and it's popular, very much popular. When you say programming, people call it coding and people call it programming too. So any of them you can use, and I'm teaching you from a layman point. So you're not actually going to see very professional or technical jargons here. They are just very easy to understand. So I will try to define the programming and tell you how it's about. In case you are interested or you have been hearing, you are desirous to learn programming, after this very lesson, you will understand whether to continue or to look for another skill. Programming, the power to build digital products, applications, and systems that run the world. You build a system. If you are the kind of person that want to build a system you control by yourself, maybe programming is what you have. Let's see a little definition of programming. What programming truly is? Well, let's try to understand it. We say programming is the process of giving instructions to a computer. This is the simplest definition you can get anywhere. Yeah. Programming is the process of giving instructions to a computer. The instruction you're giving to a computer is not by typing application letter or rest. You are giving instruction to a computer with the language the computer understands. With that particular programming language, you give instruction to the computer. You understand it as you proceed. Now, I can say in another definition that it's a creative art. It is a creative art of human-computer collaboration. Now, this is an art. How you collaborate with the computer. How you collaborate. Now, you understand the computer as well understands you. So if that collaboration is cordial enough, you can say that you're a programmer. I can say that it is like learning a language. Understand? It is like learning a language computers understand to build. So you learn the languages that computer understand. So that is where the collaboration comes. Let's say that the computer is someone that understands French, and you that want to use the computer, you understand English. You don't know French, computer doesn't know English. So for you to find a way to collaborate, begin to learn French and make computer to understand what you're saying in order to build systems. That is what programming is all about. Then you build things like applications, you build websites, you build softwares, and you build automation tools. That is actually what programming is about. So, with these three definitions, I think you should be understanding what we are going to learn. Let's go to the next. This is a example of the language I'm telling you about. The language is not that you are going to tell computer give me some this, computer will give you. No, this is actually an example of a code. This is React.js. This is a function code. So it's a function. This function is actually expected to do something 0.30. If number is equal to this, return not a number strange loop for let I equals. Okay, this is actually a function that is trying to remove zeros, eliminate zero. If the number is equal to zero, it should return nothing. Then it continue to, is now entered into a loop. So it's going to reiterate. When it happens, it's going to eliminate virtually all the zeros in the program. So it's just like saying when you see zero, remove it and continue what you're doing. So instead of typing it, computer will not understand these numbers and strings are exactly what the computer understands. So you have to know series and thousands of these codes in order to give information to the computer. Why learn programming? Why? Okay, that is a very big question. Why do you learn programming? There should be a purpose of learning programming. Let's see. It's high demand across industries. Every industry, every sector, in one way or the other, need a developer. Yeah, they need a programmer in one way or the other. When you look about, even in the health sector, they are using programs, they are using applications and softwares. In the fintech now, you look the banking industry. In fact, banks have now gone digital. Many of the digital banking they are there. So every aspect, the engineering, name it, entertainment, they need programmers there. The marketers, they need programmers. People who build website and the rest of them. So it's in high demand. That is a good reason you should consider learning this skill. Secondly, global and remote job opportunities. Yeah, this is not a kind of skill that you learn and you'll be limited to your local scene, as I always call it. You have opportunity to work globally, even from the comfort of your home. So it's an added advantage that you should try to look at this skill. We have a high income potential. Yeah, high income potential. You when you start small, you go become a junior developer. Senior developer, they earn up to 6 to 8 figures. So it's high paying when you actually know what you're doing, and you learn it because ability to build your own products. Programming gives the ability to build your own product. If you are the kind of person that want to do your thing by yourself, you check out the kind of people like that develop the Uber, Boot, and the rest of them. I heard the story, a young man behind the system build something and call people together. So if you believe that you can build something like maybe, what will I talk about now? Very fast, very fast. Maybe politicians, maybe the governor of your state, the president, arranges a rally, something like that. So for you to know the actual number of people that came to that rally, what to do, you can begin to say, what system will I develop that will work with people mobile phone? When their mobile phone is on and their data is on, it will track them, and you begin to think those kind of things is if you are that kind of person that want to build your own products and sell it and make people to join, yeah, good. Programming is for you. So then it has many career paths. It's not limited. You have when you enter there, you can be a web developer, you can develop application, you can go into AI, you can go into automation and the rest of them, cyber security and data science. So there are many career paths here. So lastly, another thing you have to consider is trends, problem solving skills. If you're a programmer, you will not be afraid of the challenges we face in the world now because you have even seen the one that is greater than what is in the world. So your brain is always trained to solve problems. When you people are faced with problems, they begin to shiver and jitter. You sit back and you calculate. Logically, you have the skill to solve problem, and anyone that has a problem solving skills is a very hot market. Everybody, every sector needs you because the world is all about problem solving. So I have a few points. I've given you a few points why you should consider learning programming. Let's see what the next slide have for us. Challenges. Yeah, I will not shy away from telling you about the challenges in programming. Every skill they have their challenge, even in real life. So only a coward looks at the advantage and dismiss the disadvantages. So not actually disadvantages or limitation, but there are challenges you can overcome. So it's important that I call your attention to these challenges so that when you face it, you will remember this day and endure the challenges and find ways to scale through. Let's see number one. It requires patience and the consistency. This is not actually learning how to sell. Tell him that we are selling 10,000. If he price 8,000, give him why the actual price is 5,000. No, that is not this. You have to be patient. You have to be consistent. It's not something you learn within 1 week or 2 weeks. It spans months and years that you have to practice patiently and consistently in order to get this skill. Yeah, it takes time, it takes patience and consistency. Two, it can be confusing at the beginning. Yeah, it can be very, very confusing. When I started learning programming under my boss, Seun, the first 2 weeks or so after the first HTML was playing, oh, this is fine. So when I was actually introduced to JavaScript, I began asking him, boss, are you sure that this is something I can learn? Because even the ones that I've learned before is not letting, I'm confused, I'm not getting it. He smiled and said, continue. Just, but after a few weeks, everything came together. So as a beginner, you can feel confused, but you don't have to give up if you are determined. You can actually fall back to track. Yeah, it needs a constant practice. Yeah, it's just like your high school mathematics. When you leave mathematics leaves you. So it's one of the things that also affected my journey when I started. I will practice, I will leave it for some time and go to program, church program, and other thing. Before you visit back, you're behind. So it's not something you leave for days, weeks, months. If you leave it and it will actually leave you, and you'll be surprised that you are coming back to start afresh. So another challenge is it can be competitive. Yeah, it can be competitive. People are joining the industry, so it's not something you sit at. Yeah, confident that yeah, moving at your pace. There is a universe. There are a lot of people in different code camps. There are people that are innovating. There are people that are moving. So you have to wear the competitive spirit to enter here. So and anyone willing to practice can learn. So this challenge is it's not actually to scare you, it's to open up your mind. If you are willing to practice, you can learn. These are few challenges that I've drafted out for this. So let's see what the next slide have for us. We have the duration of learning. Duration of learning for basic foundation, which is just the basics, 1 to 3 months is okay. Intermediate, 4 to 6 months, you can be a junior developer, freelance ready. For 6 to 12 months, you can start earning. That is 1 year. So professional level, we are looking at 2 years to become a good and senior developer. So in all the way, everyone have their learning pace and their commitment. But then overall, consistency is the key. When you're consistent, some other person that is not consistent might be taking 2 years. You can take it 6 months or 1 year because of your determination and consistency. So that is the duration. Oh, career path. We said earlier, love, that there are many career paths. It's not the kind of skill you learn and you begin to think where you work or how you earn. Web development is number one in the career path. You can be a web developer. In web development, we have the front end, the back end, and the full stack. Okay, the front end, you build the interface using the HTML, CSS, and JS and some frameworks. You get them right. So that is the back end. You work with the server and you work with it's like PHP, Python, and Node.js, the rest of them. Then full stack is the combination of two. You can decide to learn only front end and allow other programmers that are back end developers to handle the back. You can decide to learn back end, what happens behind the scene, and allow other people to bring it out to the people to see the beauty. So you can decide to learn both the front end and back end. That is when you are called a full stack developer. Okay, we have mobile app at the development. You can develop mobile application for companies, for yourself, and church, anywhere. You develop in Android, also develop in iOS, or even cross platforms. You can develop for cross platforms like maybe uh, native React, the rest of them. So let's go software development. Yeah, it's another career path. You build mobile applications, many software mobile application you build for them, and other softwares. It's a career path. Yeah, data science and machine learning. Data and teaching a system to learn the data is the basis of AI. So you can actually make a good part there. It pays high. It's a high paying opportunity, including cyber security, engineering. You learn how to secure the cyberspace by building scripts and other security things to secure. Is something that is also in vogue. Blockchain development, you go into cryptocurrency as a developer, you have a career path there. You begin to build smart contracts and begin to build decentralized applications where people work on different crypto projects. It's a career path. And game development, if you're a gamer, you can it's there also. So DevOps and cloud engineering, you manage data, DevOps, work with GitHub deployment, and the rest of them. You be the uh, operational person linking the developers to the end product people. You manage the system, the operations of the whole system. So it's a paying career path. So we have as many as to talk about programming. So it's not something you be scared of that you don't have a career path here. So let's see earning opportunities, how exactly you can earn in this programming. Can you actually earn, or you are learning it for learning sake? Let's see. You can earn from freelancing. Programming gives you the opportunity to work as a freelancer. You go to Fiverr, you go to Upwork as a freelancer, and every other place. You take jobs, you do gig work for them, and you are paid. What this means that you are not actually working for one person. As much as you can manage your task and time, you could take job from more than 5-7 people, schedule them and do their work. They pay you your money and go their way. So there is no permanent boss. So it's an earning opportunity. Remote jobs, you can be fully employed and you work from home, because programming enables that. Building your own products. If you are someone that want to build your product, you have an idea you want to give to the world, you have a solution you want to solve. So you can build your own product, automate it, and when you sleep, it's bringing money or it's solving people problem of people. So there is this teaching and coaching is another earning opportunity. When you are a very renowned programmer, you can now teach people how to code and program. You charge them for it and they pay. It's another opportunity to earn. So there are a lot of earning opportunities and building tools for businesses. Businesses, they need tools that we take them at the timeline and bring them to the doorstep of their customers. So you can solve this problem for them, build tools, automation tools, and the rest of them for them. A lot of earning opportunities. That is it. And we are getting closer to the end. That is what we are going to say now. Who is programming suitable for? Is this something I can do? Have you known your personal character? What you can do? So this place is going to tell you if programming is actually suitable for you, or you will recommend for another person and wait for next skill that I'm going to explain. Who is programming suitable for? One, patient people. If you're a kind of person that is not patient, you are asking a girl out, or you want to marry a woman, say I love you, they say, yeah, give me 2 days, let me think about it. You are not patient, you just want answer there, tell me I love you too. Maybe programming is not for you, don't mind me. Okay, let's see, curious minds. So if you are not curious, if you are someone that does not think for the second time about an opportunity or an event, you are not, that curiosity is not in you to know the end of something or originating where something originated. So you are just told that this is this. You are not curious to know what happens behind the scene, why that thing actually happened. So if you are not that curious, inquisitive to know, maybe programming is not something for you, because you will get stuck and you begin to think abnormally and normally in order to solve problem. You have a problem solver. So yeah, if you're not a problem solver, if you're kind of person that you have a problem in your flat, in your office, in your workplace, in your relationship, and you are scared to confront the problem, you cannot solve it, you don't have business being a programmer, because you always face with a problem, one problem or the other, either the one created by yourself or created by your team members. So in one way or the other, you must be a problem solver before you embrace programming. So if you cannot solve problems, this is not for you. I will not lie for you, please. We have builders and creators. If you are someone that want to build something, want to build a system, want to build human, want to create something, you want to create something out of nothing, you want to recreate what is in existence with new ideas. So this is something for you. You can build from scratch. You can build to your test. So that is the programming for you. So if you are a consistent learner, for you to be able to succeed, you must be a consistent learner. You don't learn 2 weeks, then you go hustle another thing for 3 weeks, come back again, learn next week. No, consistency is the watchword here in programming. So analytical thinkers. So, yeah, you have to analyze everything given you, every opportunity given you, every information given you. They told you that a tiger had killed a goat in so place in Nigeria. You take it, you have to begin to analyze, do we have tigers in desert in so place? How did tiger get to that place? Is it someone's pet? Did they allow the tiger to come in through the airport? Did they smuggle it through the sea? You have to analyze all these things before you begin to believe. So if you're not that kind of person that analyze things and get the desired result, maybe this is not for you. So detail oriented. Yeah, you must be attentive, very attentive to details. If you are the kind of person that reads and you jump and leave comma and leave full stop and think that they don't matter, here in programming they matter. You have to be attentive to detail. Let me show you something. Actually, let me show you something. Let's go here. When we go here, okay, in this example code, you see function 0-30. Look at that 0. You see the font. See, it started with small letter Z, but now dark started with capital letter 30 is capital letter. So if you are not attentive, you not know that kind of thing. Next time you not be consistent about it. All this semicolon, they make sense. Like if no, okay, this semicolon is this seems like a bug. So this semicolon can even stop this from running or make it to continue running. So if you are not very attentive, you will not know that this is a very a small problem here. So you must have to be someone that is very attentive to details for you to be able to make it in this programming. Otherwise, you could actually look for another skill to get. So that is that for that. And a side note, nobody is born a programmer. Skills are developed. So you can do it. You can develop this skill. Okay? There's nothing to be scared about. Thank you for watching. Stick around in the next video. I'm going to explain UI UX for you. You know the opportunity in the design industry, whether it fits your personality or not. Thank you and have a lovely day ahead.